In my previous videos, I explained that the Sumerian king Nimrod and his wife Semiramis are the Shiva and Kali and her many other forms worshipped in India. If it is true, we should be able to trace Semiramis' son Tammuz also in the Indian religion. Tammuz is known as Kartik or Murugan in India. Just like in the West, where Semiramis overshadowed the fame of Tammuz, after the mother goddess dominance in India, Kartik worship dwindled and he is worshipped as Murugan mainly by Tamils wherever they are found in the world today. Before we find out how Murugan and Tammuz are the same, we need to know a few things about Semiramis herself. To start with, she was not fully human. She was something to do with the sea. The name Semiramis itself is a twisted form of one of her attributes, Shamuramat, meaning the gift of the sea. That is why she is often depicted as emerging out of the sea. In India, this form of hers is known as Meenakshi. Meenakshi means the rule of the fish. There is a gigantic temple of hers in the city of Madurai in southern India. The Pandya kings who ruled from Madurai had a fish emblem on their flag. Maybe because she is related to water, Meenakshi is depicted in green color, like some other Semiramis paintings in the West. The similarities don't end here. Her son Murugan has two wives. One of them is once again green in color. There is a long story behind this. What happened is, Semiramis got rid of her husband Nimrod in a ritual sacrifice where participants get high with intoxicating drinks. This fateful incident is commemorated even today in North India in a special night known as Mahashivratri, which means the great night of Shiva. After consuming a brew made out of leaves of cannabis and milk, the devotees meditate upon Shiva. After the death of Nimrod, Semiramis became the queen and told her subjects that Nimrod had ascended to heaven and become sun god, and people started worshipping the sun. You can see the same pattern in India too. In the olden days, people of India used to worship sun god in grand temples such as the one unearthed at Konark in India, and sun god used to be one of the Hindu trinity. Now, back to her story. In Babylon, Queen Semiramis mysteriously became pregnant and claimed that sun god Nimrod impregnated her through his race, and the babe in her womb was none other than Nimrod himself. She named the babe Tammuz. Now, Tammuz being Nimrod, she rightfully had an incestuous relationship with him. While Babylon glorified this union, it wouldn't go well with the strictly monogamous society of India. Yet, the story need to be told. So they placed her beside Murugan, painted her green and called her Valli. But the truth is that Valli is also his mother, who is Meenakshi. That is why both Meenakshi and Valli are depicted in green. If you study the cases of both Valli and Semiramis, they suddenly appear as abandoned babies. It is because they are one and the same. And the other wife Devyani is the true lover of Murugan. In the Western version, she is known as Psyche. Then Tammuz died of a hunting accident at an early age of 40. So 40 days each year his followers used to forego of their earthly pleasures for the pleasure of Tammuz in heaven. Women used to fast and wail for Tammuz for 40 days before the arrival of the spring. Similarly, worshipping Murugan also involves a lot of fasting, vows and penances like piercing the cheek, tongue and other parts of the body in return for favors from Murugan. Unlike Shiva, Murugan has a fair complexion. That is because Tammuz was not born of the dark-skinned Nimrod. Well, that explains Tammuz in India. And the next time if you see Murugan procession passing through the streets of London with all the drumming and pipings, you will understand that this is the same Tammuz worshippers going on a procession. Thanks for watching.